Alright, so I'm back, and today we're going to take a look at the Warbotron Whirlwind figure, Vortex. And so here he is in his robot mode. Pretty cool. We'll go into more detail here in just a minute. First, let's take a look at the accessory, or the packaging. So it comes with this slip cover on the front, so it's got this cool artwork of Vortex, Birdicus on the background, product name, stuff, blank. This is all like, you can put it all together and have like one big diorama, which is kind of cool. Underneath the slipcover is the actual packaging, which so you got the blister card here. You got the picture of him right there, which is really nice artwork. Really dig that. Whirlwind. More artwork. Grids. Made in China. And then he also comes with the collector card, which is pretty cool. It's got the artwork again there, some stats, real simple stats, not anything too extravagant. The card itself is, heavy cardstock laminated, so it's pretty nice, I guess, if you are into that. I'm not. So here he is in his robot mode. So we got some accessories we'll go over. He's got a lot of features. So first off, he comes with two little pistols, and they are mirrored as opposed to the same piece twice, like some other things that really kind of bugged me, some other figures. So and you can take these and you can plug them in on his shoulders. You can plug them into his forearms, like so. Or if you want, you can come on here. These things are hard to get out, so pull out these little handles, and you can plug these into his hands. Due to the way it's cut, he doesn't hold it very well. So your best option is either up on the shoulders or on the sides here. It also comes with this thing, big old gun looking thing. You can take this and plug this into his hand, and he holds it just fine, although it's really big and cumbersome. I'm not a huge fan of this. I really think they should have engineered this into his arms like the G1 figure, and had just this come out as a gun, and this be part of the arms. I think that would have been better, but what do I know? You can also flip the handle around, and you got another handle right here, and he holds that one not as well, but he does hold it. So there you go. And then he's got all of these come off. I'm not a huge fan of this look, personally. I like the blades on the back. But you can take his swords, you can plug those into his hands, and he holds those just fine. If you wanted, you can also take them and plug them in there. Plug them in up here, like that, if you wanted to. Or maybe like over the shoulder kind of thing. It's kind of ridiculous. Like the Vance Project Weird Wolf. The sword comes off the shoulder. It's stupid. And then you got these little pieces here, and what you can do with these is like you can plug these in like so, and then he can have like a blade type weapon He doesn't hold the peg very well. And that, or you can take the peg and plug it in here, and that he doesn't hold that very well either. You can also take these and plug them in here, like so, and then take this whole assembly and plug this into his forearm, and then he's got like predator claws going on. It's cool, I guess. I like the fact that there's options, although I won't be utilizing these options. I'm just going to be putting these right here, and just go with that because I like that look. I'm a fan of when the propellers are on the back. At least the propellers aren't on the forearms like some other Hasbro figures. That's kind of ridiculous. Posability wise, his head is on a ball joint, so you get up, down, left and right. Pretty good range of motion there. Head sculpt's pretty good for Vortex. Looks like Vortex. Shoulders swivel up and down, in and out. There's a bicep swivel, bends at the elbow. Hands rotate. There's also a hinge due to transformation that kind of gets you a little bit of playability there. They open and close. Waist rotates. The skirting are on ball joints, so they can kind of move up, and you gotta ratchet up and down. Swivel out. Thigh swivel. Bends at the knee. Then the foot rotates, and then the toe is on a ball joint and a hinge, and this is on a mushroom peg and a hinge. So you can get a lot of poses with him. I wish the feet were a little bit tighter. That would be my main actual gripe on this figure. I mean, personally, I would have preferred this to be the forearms like the G1 figure, but you know, that's more of a nitpick than it is an actual issue. The feet, though, are kind of an issue because they are small. If they were a little bit tighter so that you can get better poses, that would have been awesome. But they're not, so oh well. But yeah, there you go. And then for transformation, what you want to do is come back here and you pull this assembly up, and it's on a double hinge here. And this comes up. Get the head straight, and then you take this and it folds forward and it just kind of fits around the head, and then there's two tabs here and here. They'll plug into these slots here and here. So you just take these and plug it in like so. Then you can take this front section here, and this will plug in, and you can still see a little bit of the head, but it's actually not that bad in person. Not that bad at all. Then you come down here for the legs, and what you want to do here is you take this assembly here, and this will fold up, and this will fold up. It's actually not that complicated. It's refreshing to have a nice figure that's not complicated. Fold the feet down like so, and they just kind of collapse together. Then you rotate this piece here so that the flat part is in, and then you have to rotate the foot back like that. Then you can take this piece here, fold that down. Do the same thing on the other side, so you fold that up, fold this down, fold the feet down, open this up, and you want to rotate it so that it's even. Put these pieces together. There's some pegs here and here. They'll plug in those holes there and there. And then the tail fin has 3 pegs. They'll plug into these 3 holes. So you line all that up and snap them together. so. Like I said, real simple. And then you fold the waist piece up, and then there's two tabs here and here that'll plug into those two holes there and there. So you just fold them up, tab it all together, and there you go. Now for the arms, what you want to do is you fold this piece here out, like so. You flip the hands in, like that, and then this rotates right here, like this, and then this will come around and just tab into place, like that. Same thing on this side. So flip this out, rotate this in, and then tab this all together like so. And then you get the big goofy gun thing, and this will rotate around all the way like so. And yeah, just like that. And this will come up, and there's a peg hole right there that this will plug into. So you just take that, plug it in, and we're done. Like I said, it's pretty simple yet satisfying. I like the transformation. It's a good transformation for a figure like this. I do wish, like I said, I wish these arms were the canopy, but it's not. So I mean, that's me. That's my gripe. I know a lot of people don't complain about it, but I think this whole assembly coming off is kind of like, you couldn't figure something else out for that. So you can take the guns here and plug them back in to the sides here. This way, I think. Like that. It's not terrible. Like so. And there you go. These don't tab in very well, and you can see there's all these stress marks already on these pieces. So it's not something I really recommend doing because it doesn't hold in very well. You can take these pieces here, and there's actually a panel right here that comes off. So you just pull that off, and you want to put it in so that the actual port sides are up and down. Put that in, and then you tab that in, put it back in, just like so. It's nice that they engineered a storage place for it, but it only works about knee. It's not the greatest design. So something else off to the side. You do have the front piece that opens up like so. You see the seat and stuff molded in there. You know, some people are saying that these are breaking, but it actually, I hate clear plastic, but it actually moves freely enough that I'm not too worried about it on mine. I've heard other people had it so tight that you're sitting there like, you know, putting a lot of force on it. You don't have, mine doesn't need that. Propellers do spin, but as you can see, they get caught up on the back propeller, which also spins. So they didn't really design that very well, but it's not really meant to be played with like that. So I can understand that it wasn't their top concern. He's got landing gear. You fold those out, and then you can fold this down, like so. And he's back heavy, so there you go. So you just kind of, you only pull this out just a little bit, and that way you can land. But yeah, that's really all there is to the helicopter mode. It's pretty nice. I do like it. And then to transform him back, just pull this piece here off. Fold up the landing gear. Flip this up. Pull the arms out. Then you take this assembly here, fold it down, split the legs, like so. Take the whole chest assembly here and it just rotates down, like that. Then you just kind of rotate this out and then rotate the feet forward and just kind of maneuver this the best way you can. And then you just kind of find a good spot for this, like so. Fold the feet down. There we go. There we go. Then you take the arms, fold them straight, flip out the hands. Same thing over here. Flip this down, and it doesn't really tab in, but it is tight enough that it's pretty much good to go. And then you take this whole assembly here, it just pulls up and then hinges down and folds onto his back, and there you go. Really nice. I really like this figure. I have my gripes with the way it transforms, but ultimately I'm not going to sit there and complain too much about it. We'll just slap a Decepticon logo on there real quick. There we go. Now he's officially part of the team. And then for size comparison, here he is with the a leader class figure. So I think this scales pretty close. And here he is with the Voyager Prime. So this is actually not working with Classics Prime. So you need a bigger Prime for this guy, which I actually just picked up. Let me grab him real quick. So we'll look at this guy soon, but in the meantime, here is the Combiner Wars Prime. And it scales a little bit better. Not a whole lot better, but it does scale a little bit better. And here he is with the Seeker mold, mine without wings. Well, I'll get that fixed at some point. So this doesn't work at all. Not at all. And here's a Legends class figure, and that actually kind of works. Because, you know, he's a regular trooper and he's a mini bot. So. And then with the rest of the teammates that we've looked at so far, here he is with, let's move him a little bit here. Brawl. And Swindle and Blast Off. So yeah, I think they look pretty nice together. I really like them. I think this is actually turning out to be a really good team. Their Blast Off was the weak one at the start. Right now, mine seems to be a new copy of it, so he seems to be a lot better, except for the feet. Still stress marks on the feet every time I move them. But yeah, he's really nice. I really like him. I think they make a good team, and they really do invoke that G1 Combaticons. The only gripes I have is his shoulder pads, and his backpack, which isn't too terrible. And then this here. Yeah, he's got some stress marks. He's got some issues like the rest of them. But they're not terrible. The figure's nice. And honestly, I would recommend him, Brawl or Swindle, even if you weren't collecting the whole set. If you're just getting a couple pieces of the set, or you just want a good figure. These guys are pretty good. The Blast Off is growing on me now that I've got his chest fix done. But yeah, he definitely is growing on me. He's growing on me, and these three are just, they hit these things way out of the park, as far as I'm concerned. So for score, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. He's near perfect. There are a few minor gripes that I have, and I voice those things. He has a hard time holding his guns like everybody else in the team does. But it's not terrible. Just minor gripes on this figure. So yeah, I think he's pretty solid. I do like him. I recommend him. I definitely say pick him up while you can. Or I know Big Bad Toy Store had the whole set available for like $500 for all 6 figures, which is these 4 plus Onslaught plus the mini Shockwave they did. So that's nice. So if you guys are looking to pick up the set, I'd just buy that whole set. But yeah, there you go. There is the Warbotron Whirlwind, or Vortex, if you will. Really nice figure. I really like him. He's a lot of fun to play with. And he's one of those, he proves my point of you don't have to be overly complicated to be a good figure. Because he's a good figure, Brawl's a good figure, and they're both not that complicated. They have their own twists and turns, and their transformation is refreshingly good for figures of their size and quality. Swindle here is still really good. He's a little fidgety with his transformation because all the little panels on the back. So I still recommend him, but just be prepared for a little bit of a panel forming nightmare. No, not terrible though. So there you go. Tomorrow we'll take a look at Onslaught, and then Friday we'll go ahead and get the Bruticus together and see how he stacks up.